Hey Nash, what should we make?
One of our subscribers, Gaming534, requested a hash brown breakfast sandwich, so let's make that.
All right, let's make a hash brown breakfast sandwich. Today, we have another subscriber request. Gaming534 requested a breakfast sandwich with hash browns. We're gonna do our best to make you proud, Gaming534. So today we're gonna make a breakfast sandwich. Like I said, the only details were with hash browns. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make some hash browns. We're gonna turn those into little waffles and we're gonna make those the bread. And then we're gonna do a couple eggs, some bacon, sausage, cheese. It's gonna be kind of an ultimate breakfast sandwich kind of a deal with hash brown buns. So without further ado, let's go. So we start with a finger grater and a yellow potato. This is gonna be a recipe for just about what we need. If you wanna make more, you can obviously increase the recipe. But hey, so then we just grate this potato. Then we put these potatoes into a bowl. Then we immediately fill that with cold water or just put them directly into cold water. And that way they won't oxidate and it'll remove this excess starch. So they won't turn brown, essentially. That's what happens when veggies or whatever, everything oxidates. We set that aside. Then we want to drain our potatoes and then taking a clean dish towel or some cheesecloth, whatever you got, put all our potatoes in there. Because basically we want to get rid of all the moisture. We just want to take these, just going to kind of try and center it. Basically just roll this up and then we're just going to drain it. Wring it out. And then once you've wrung them out, we're left with something like this. As dry as you can get them. And then we put them into either the same bowl or a different bowl. Depends on how many dishes you want to do. And then we want to put some oil in. I'm using avocado. And then you can use whatever seasonings you want. I'm going to use a little bit of salt, pepper, garlic, a little bit of smoked paprika. And then we crack one egg. And then we just mix this all together. So I just got this little mini waffle maker. It's so cute. Look, this is my hand. I know I have a big hand, but it's just little, but it's a perfect size of like kind of the same size as like an English muffin. So my thought was that's how we do the hash browns. Instead of just putting hash browns in the sandwich, we make it the bun. Anyways, so this guy is nice and hot. We'll just give it a little extra spray, even though supposedly it's non-stick. So hey, we'll see how it works. Then I got about 3 tablespoons of our waffle mixture. I'll just kind of try and spread it out, sort of evenly. Then we close our guy and we let it cook. The instructions on this guy were a little light, but I believe it said 3 to 4 minutes. So it's been 4. So let's see if we can get this guy out. Whoops, he's so little. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Give it another little spray. And then we put our other guy on there. So we got our cast iron griddle on the stove, lightly oiled. We're on medium heat. So then the first thing we're gonna do is, we have a 1 beaten egg, seasoned with a little salt, pepper, garlic. I'm just gonna pour that guy on there. And we just flip this guy. It's a little bit big. Oh well, it'll work. Let me just put a little bit of cheese on this guy. Some sort of a lid. That's the best I got. We just wanna melt that cheese. All right, cheese is melted. Go ahead and pull this. Now we make our breakfast sausage. So we put down our little ball and then we smash. Because if we smash it, it should cook pretty quickly. So let that get a nice little sear. Then we put our cheese down. Let that cheese melt. And by the time the cheese melts, the sausage will be done. Cheese is melted. Our sausage should be done. We'll go ahead and pull it. And then because I couldn't decide between a scrambled kind of egg and like a sunny side up or sort of a over easy egg, we'll make one of each. So we'll put down a little butter in our nonstick. We'll let that melt. And with that nice and melty, we'll crack in our egg. And hooray, the yolk didn't break. Not exactly centered like I'd hoped, but it'll work. And we're just gonna go ahead and flip this once, turn the heat off, call it a day. All right, so we take our bottom guy, brush him with a little bit of sriracha mayonnaise. Then we'll put our scrambled egg down, then our sausage, then a few pieces of bacon. Let's do that, and then do a little bit of this. Then we got our little fried egg guy. Maybe take a little extra off the trimmings, feed it to Nash. Then we take our top bun, a little bit more sriracha mayonnaise, and we give it a little lid. All right, then we transfer our guy to a plate. Then let's cut it open and see what we got. Look at that. Man, that looks good. And there we have our hash brown breakfast sandwich just for you, Gaming 534. Time for a bite. Cheers. This is freaking delicious. Gaming 534, I hope you enjoy. I hope we did you right, but this is freaking delicious. It's super savory. You got the crispiness from the hash browns and the bacon. You got that sausage. You got the scrambled egg. You got the fried egg. You got the runny yolk that sort of just drenched everything else. And then you get the cheese. I mean, what more could you want? This is an amazing breakfast sandwich. And if you didn't want to make the hash brown waffles, you can either put the hash browns in it and use bread or an English muffin or something like that. Or you could just use an English muffin and it would still be freaking delicious. So 10 out of 10 would highly recommend. But hey, let's see what Nash thinks. Hey bud, how you doing?
I've wrestled with the darkness, but I'm trying to reach for the light.
Well, check it out. We got this breakfast sandwich that Gaming 534 wanted with hash browns, sausage, bacon, eggs, all of the accoutrement, if you will. Well, hey, here you go. What do you think?
Dang, good call, Gaming 534. This is delicious. It's rich, savory, crispy, but ooey, gooey, and cheesy too, and that runny yolk really brings it all together.
Anything you want to say to your fans?
It is never too late to be what you might have been.
Nash approves. I approve. Look, this is an awesome dish. Thank you, Gaming 534, for the suggestion. I highly recommend you make this or something similar to this. Not just you, Gaming 534, but everyone, of course. It was your idea, so kudos to you, sir or ma'am. I'm not really sure. I'm just guessing. I shouldn't do that. But thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Love you all. If you wouldn't mind taking a second to like, share, and subscribe, that would help us out. It'd mean a lot. Go ahead and leave a comment. We love comments. I love comments. Nash loves comments. And Nash comments get him treats. So he really, really loves comments. But if you want notifications, go ahead and hit the notification bell. If there's anything you want me to cook, you want me and Nash to taste, go ahead and drop that down in the comments. And or head over to our website, timschaoskitchen.com. Send us a message there. And hey, just remember, cook more, eat better, embrace the chaos. That's it for now, folks. Until next time, peace.